What's up everyone, welcome back to another video with the Millennial Finance. New banks are coming into town with many large financial institutions starting to launch their digital banks. One of them is Al Rajhi Bank, who in 2015 was the largest Islamic bank by capital managed. They've had a presence in Malaysia since 2006, but recently they launched their very own digital bank in Malaysia called Rize. I recently signed up for it. I've heard a lot of you guys recommending it on my Twitter, so today I'll be doing my review on Rize Digital Bank. Let's get started. Cha-ching! The first thing that I'll be talking about is probably the most exciting part, which is their profit rates. Rize is running a deposit campaign where they're giving up to 5% profit rates on your deposits. It sounds too good to be true, and in truth, it kinda is. Firstly, the 5% rate is only given on the first 5,000 ringgit that you deposit into Rize. However, anything above that 5,000 ringgit, you will still get a 4% profit rate instead, so it's actually still a very good deal considering that Rize is a bank and not a money market fund. There are also no special requirements out there like many other savings accounts when they try to promote high interest rates, but you gotta do stuff like, pay auto bill, invest your money or stuff like that. This one, there's no frills, just deposit your money and you'll get the 5 or 4% profit rate. Unfortunately, like I mentioned, this is not a feature, this is a promo, and they've mentioned that this will only run until the 31st of August 2023. There's no indication on what happens past that date, so let's hope that Rize decides to continue this really good offer. If you're watching this video soon after we posted it and you're still in July, then the good news is you will still have time to make use of this promotion. This is because as a digital bank, the sign-up process is incredibly quick and you don't have to go to a physical branch. Even if you wanted to go, they don't have any physical branches because that's the entire premise of digital banks in Malaysia. All you have to do is sign up for Rize on the App Store or the Play Store, depending on what phone you use, fill in some personal details and do this very standard eKYC that you see with many financial institutions. When I was going through the application process, all I had to do was, take a picture of my IC, take a selfie, fill in some very basic personal information, and then your application is good to go. It took me just about 10 minutes to complete this entire process, after which we'll have to wait for their approval. From my experience, the approval was granted and my bank account was opened after just one business day. This depends maybe on time of the day, maybe some days more people are applying, but it also depends on if your selfie, if the photos that you've taken are all good. Honestly, this is exactly what I'm looking for in banks. I really can't be bothered going to physical branches, queuing, and all that funky stuff anymore. Now let's move on to functionality. In this sense, Rize is still pretty bare bones compared to many other banks. Once you sign up and you've gotten access to the Rize app and you can log in, you essentially get a savings account that you can start to use right away. Once you get access to the app, you'll get an account number and you can start making do it now transfers or scan do it our QR codes at normal shops just like you can with any other bank. I tested it out by making some deposits and withdrawals from my Maybank account and everything was instant, just like we would expect from Do It Now. It's important to remember that Rize is meant to be a digital bank, so instant transfers are kind of what we would expect. Other than this very basic functionality, there's not much else on the Rize app right now. I'm assuming that eventually they'll want to expand on their product offerings to offer stuff like, investments, loans, and all those kind of stuff, just like any other bank would. Right now, there is a more button on the Rize app, but if you try to click it, it'll just pop up with a message to say that more is coming soon. It seems like they've recently added their financing center. Previously, when I tried to click it, it didn't work, but now you can actually land to apply for personal loans. I tried checking the rates for a personal loan of 10,000 ringgit, paid over 12 months and got this. Honestly, I'm not a fan of personal loans. I've never really taken it myself, so I don't know if these rates are good. Personally, I will not be utilizing this function because, like I said, personal loans aren't really my thing, but it is cool to see them start building out more features. The debit card also doesn't come by default. You only get the savings account, so if you want the debit card, you'll have to order it through the app. Again, the process is extremely simple. All you have to do is put down your address and they'll send over the card for free. I don't plan on using this debit card, but it did come in this really nice box. I just ordered it just in case one day I wanted to get my money from an ATM. So this is the card. The funny thing is, They also gave us this lanyard, which I'm not sure what it's for. Maybe it's for me to put it on and go to the office. In terms of UI UX, the user interface and experience is also good, but it's pretty much what I would expect from a digital bank. I haven't experienced any lags or glitches or anything like that during my time using this, and everything that I need to find is pretty much where it needs to be. Nothing here is out of the ordinary, it's all pretty basic, similar to what we see by May from Maybank. Having said all of this, I'm actually pretty impressed to see what Rize has come up with. Disclaimer though, this is actually the first digital bank that I've ever tried, so I don't really have much to compare to. I currently have a bit of money in my Rize account. Of course, I want to utilize that really good profit rates, but I'm still waiting for my first payout, which is supposed to happen at the start of every month. By the time this video is out, I probably would have gotten my June payout, so you can check it out. I will be posting it on Twitter. When I was going to deposit more than 5,000 ringgit into my Rize account, I actually got a bit concerned, so I went to do some research and I found out that Rize is PIDM protected, so there isn't really any concern about losing your hard-earned cash. For those of you who don't know, PIDM protection is given to banks in Malaysia, and it essentially means that if the bank goes bankrupt or goes out of business, PIDM will insure you for up to 250,000 ringgit of deposits. Aside from the deposit promo, where you can get 5% profit rates, their website also shows an activation campaign where if you sign up for Rize before 20th of July, you will get 20 ringgit and you also stand a chance to win some Apple devices. I got my 20 ringgit about a day after I funded my account, so they're pretty quick about it. Who knows, maybe one of us will win a MacBook Air. Also, if any of you are wondering, yes, non-Muslims can apply for Rize. You can use the same functionalities that we all have. There's no discrimination. It's just tailored for Muslims. Anyway, thanks for watching this video to the end, guys. We really hope you enjoyed it and you learned something from it. Follow us on our socials. We've recently been a bit more active on Twitter compared to Instagram. If you enjoyed this video, give us a huge thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.